club where Stephanie never read the right book. And
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a
It was a
visual.
lot.
I had a visual.
Proud of it.
Poetry came to my house. Poetry came to my house. Mm-hmm. She walked her fine self right into my mama's kitchen after school one day. I was in 9th grade. She was glistening with haikus and similes, all black everything, a walk of hominin for all to see. Me, I was falling over my feet, trying to find my stride. Got to figure out how to work these things before I go ego tripping with pride. She was rocking baby fat in her paragraphs, stanza shaped like an hourglass. She was a mystery. And she walked right into our kitchen like she owned the place. I was only 12, but I could tell she was different. She didn't move like the generals in my history books, nor float like the equations making the rounds in the four corners of my mind. She made percussion with metaphors. I didn't understand her potential, could not comprehend her power, drooling at the jaw because beautiful she was. An optical illusion with vowels. She was magnificent. My brother brought poetry into my home. She walked right into my mama's kitchen, branded with a red A+ in a circle. So bright, so promising. I dreamed of her not knowing she was a thing. How his goofy ass get her here? How she say yes? The little sister curse. My big brother brought poetry into my home, and she walked right into my mama's kitchen, branded with a red A+ in a circle. So bright, so promising. I wanted to know more about her. I wanted her for me. He achieves and conquers with little to no respect. He hasn't seen his dad in countless moon phases. He couldn't regulate his emotions. Me, I was a weird kid with too much energy that startled easily. Me, I laughed just as much as I cried with too many emotions in between to name check. Me, I was wondering how to get something as special as poetry to notice me. Thank you and good morning.
Oh my gosh. I was like, you are opening the show this morning. She's like, I got a poem. Can I read it? Never, ever ask me if you want to read something on my show. You are always welcome.
Thank you so much. That was so cool. Good morning, party people.
Oh my gosh. Hello from the train, waiting for my breakfast to be served. Forgot my earbuds. Thank goodness for subtitles.
Listen.
Gloria, thank you so much for joining us all the way from Canada. Chris Ball, hello and good morning to you. Lauren, I love it. T.
Thank you so much, Lauren. Oh, man.
What a great way to start a Friday morning is with a little poetry.
Right? It feels good, doesn't it?
And also, that was amazing.
Oh, thank you.
When did you write that?
I wrote that like a year ago, just about.
So good.
Yeah.
And just inspired by real life stuff that it just like flows into your brain like that.
Yeah, I was thinking about like where poetry came for me. And I was like, when did I start writing poetry? I knew I was 12 years old, but like how? And my brother brought home like this poem. He got an A+ on because he's like one of those kids. He didn't study nothing like that.
Yeah.
And then my mom took the poem, put it on the fridge, and I was like, oh my God, I have got to get on that fridge.
See, and I thought it was a woman.
Yes, well, that's how I see poetry. Poetry is like a beautiful, sexy woman who just walked in my house.
That's how I was like, oh, hey, your brother brought home a girl and it was for you.
I was like, I hope so.
And that girl was poetry. What's up, Michael? Thanks for joining us on the show. It's always such a happy Friday morning to have you into the studio with me. And you've got your show.
Yes, I'm so excited.
It is coming.
Oh, it's 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
It's 2 weeks away. I'm very excited. We have put all the things inside of our bodies and our brains and our hearts into this show. Hopefully people will like it. It is comedy. It is storytelling. It is a lot of poetry. It's fun. I want to take you on a ride. So this show is basically where poetry started for me and what poetry means to me as an artist. And there's some fun things and some silly things. There's definitely some stomach things because it just is, buddy.
This one walked right into the studio this morning with her stomach things. I'm like...
Like every time I come to the studio, I got a toot, bro. Like, I don't know why. Like, maybe I'm nervous. I get out the car and I'm just like, oh my God.
Well, thank you for sharing that with me. I love it.
Sharing is caring.
That's it. That's reality. Well, maybe it's your new diet.
Oh, yes, we got to do it. So we're vegetarians now. That's right. That's right. I ain't kill a cow in months.
I'm
Okay.
proud of you, but also, what
Thank
is
you.
this journey to vegetarianism? Is it because of stomach woes, or it was because of feelings? Was it because did you watch a documentary and we're like, we can't do this anymore?
I wish you were like that. No, I've eaten animals for a long time after watching those documentaries. For me, it was the stomach.
Yeah,
I got
right.
the gastritis. The stratus got me.
Good morning, Miss Monica.
Money, Monica.
Yeah. Hi, Cindy. I miss your face. So I would definitely be interested in your conversation about how you're getting your proteins and all your other stuff in the couple of weeks
Oh,
that you've
yeah.
been a vegetarian. I just don't know.
It's difficult. So lentils, okay. What's the other one? What is it, baby? The round. This is gonna take forever. Okay.
Barley and stuff. Like, what are you eating?
Nah, it's like beans, but garbanzo beans.
Oh,
Man,
okay. Like chickpeas. We can
Yeah.
do that. A lot of hummus.
A lot of hummus. Well, not really hummus, just like chickpeas. So I made like this chickpea soup thing that was delicious.
I don't know if I could do it.
It's so good. Tofu. I fried tofu. Okay, I know you're not supposed to fry stuff, but I am me and I got needs.
Yeah, that's it.
I fried the heck out some tofu. It was delicious.
What's up, Kristen? Thanks
What's
for
up,
joining
Kristen?
us on the cabbage, beans, tofu. That's just a lot. That's
Cabbage.
a lot.
Yo, so I found this recipe where you like
I'm
sear
Portuguese.
cabbage.
I can't give up the meats.
You get used to it. Like it's not that bad.
It's like against my family.
You
Like
can't
I would be ostracized.
just like get out.
We don't even know you. What
No.
is this?
Who
It's
are
like
you?
my big fat Greek wedding when she's like, "Oh, you're vegetarian? I cook you lamb." Like they don't understand.
What? No.
They do not get it. So I'm down for alternative medicine. I think food is medicine. I think
Yeah.
what we put in our body, obviously, since we're running the farmers market, it's important to be what it is that we're putting in there for
Congratulations.
sure. And yeah, we've got our permit for a whole nother place. So that's moving along swimmingly. I love how the Department of Health was like, just because you passed us doesn't mean you're good. And I was
Who's
like,
next?
oh, okay. I love that there's like a queue, there's a line. It was like you pass the fire department,
Yeah.
you pass the Department of Health, you pass. It's like there's a queue of people you've got to get through before you can even get to town hall. So I'm going through this process. This is something new. Every
Yeah.
single one of our fabulous towns here on the Cape have a different process.
Which is fun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, just learning all of that, which is new to me, right?
Mhm.
Learning new things is tough and new
Yeah.
and difficult, but it's the process. And I'm allowing myself to go through this process without trying to stress myself out.
Okay, I appreciate the process because, like, at least somebody's caring.
Yeah, right.
You know, someone's just like, no,
Right.
like I want that.
Or make sure that you've got this. Due
Yeah.
diligence needs to happen sometimes. And sometimes it's stressful, but this avoids issues on the other end of
More
things.
than one person going, yeah. Like you want more than that.
Kristen said she made a tofu cheesecake once.
Kristen, please tell me how.
She said once is the key word, though.
Oh no. She said I ain't doing that.
I
no more.
got really excited for you for a second.
Well, not vegan because I can't. I need cheese. I just need cheese.
24/7 MEAT LOL. Sorry, RTB. And repurposed, our friends over there. Denise says, "Bahaha, I was gonna do tofu. It'd be fried. That's the only way
That's
we're
all I'm
going
saying.
in."
It's
Well,
pretty
yeah,
good.
like pad thai.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Yeah. We made like a tofu. I wanted to be like a fish sandwich, but it was like a tofu fish sandwich. Oh, it was delicious.
That's a lot of tofu.
It's a lot of tofu. But it wasn't just tofu. Like
So
I
you're
put,
not
like,
even doing fish. You're not even pescatarian.
Nah.
You're just
Mm.
vegetables.
Nope, no pescatarian. I don't go in any churches. I am just all I eat is vegetarian.
Buckle up, kids. It's gonna be a good day today.
All I eat is vegetarian. That's it.
Okay. Today is National Compliment Day. So I'm complimenting you on sharing
Oh, thank you.
and
I'm
being not afraid to.
Thank you. I'm complimenting you on like changing the world. So you hopefully like you're on all these different boards, but I'm really proud that you're making like the difference that you said you would.
Well,
It's really cool.
it's you got to start at the local level, right?
Mhm.
Given the chaos of everything that we're dealing with right now, I think that we should all just
like what?
right take a little moment. Take a little moment and say, what can we do?
Right?
Instead of being so overwhelmed by the crazy that is happening every
There's-
day.
What?
Every day there's a flurry of activity. I'm like, what? What noise is this?
Mhm. What's next?
What?
What?
Is that real? I don't know. My husband had the news on for a hot 7 minutes, and I was like, what are you doing?
Like, why?
Shut
Why?
it down.
No.
I mean, yes, we need to be informed. Yes, we need to be aware, but at the same time, it's a lot. I need small doses.
Small doses.
I'm microdosing my news right now.
That's what we're back to. Like, get used to it, buddy. Oh my God.
Speaking of microdosing, she says, mushrooms make excellent faux chicken.
Ooh, I did. What did we put mushrooms in the other day? I don't remember. It was delicious. And yes. Mm-hmm.
I can get down with that just a little bit, but we've got our friends over here, Fresh Roll. I don't know if you've ever been over there.
No.
All vegetarian.
Where?
Right? Exactly. We've got a vegetarian. They're fabulous. They've got 2 locations here in Mashpee. They've got a food truck that come to our
Mid-Cape?
Our farmers market, but they've got a food truck. So definitely book them for stuff.
Yes.
So they do this cauliflower buffalo chicken thing, but it's like, but it's my absolute favorite thing. It's delicious.
What's your name?
Right. They've got that, but I've got a bone to pick with them because they called this roll a scallop roll, but they put mushrooms in it. Just call it a mushroom roll. Don't call it a scallop roll. Because I got so excited. I was like, what is that consistency?
Is that mushrooms?
It's definitely mushrooms. They lied. Call a thing, okay?
Yeah.
But I do love their buffalo cauliflower.
What's your name?
Chef's Kiss, Fresh Roll.
Fresh Roll. Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely. Put it in your vocabulary because when you need some good vegetarian stuff, I had some of their pho the other day. It was absolutely delicious. I needed something warm.
You could just eat fog?
Pho.
What's pho?
It's like noodles and soup.
Oh, okay.
PHO.
I know you can pick up
pronounced pho. Very annoying. You can't eat pho. Yes, I'm losing weight as we speak. This delicious fog I'm having. You are my favorite. And this is the comedy you're going to get at her show. Just little bits from her brain parts.
Oh my God. It's so fun. And just to let you know, so I'm going to let you in on a little bit of the madness of the show.
Excellent.
So the poems are memorized. I wrote the poems. They're mine. The in-betweens, the comedy, a lot of that kind of improv. We're going to see how it goes.
I love it.
Like some things I've written down, I have like some pathways, but most of it, I'm just going to see what happens.
Well, and that sometimes it depends on the mood of the day.
Of the crowd,
and it leads people to come back because it might be different for another show.
It will definitely be different for another show because I have not written the in-between. So.
Also, Michael Shipman and Conspiracy of Noise. Got to give them a shout out. They are really the soundtrack to the show.
Hold on. I won't swear it. I'm getting there. I almost swore. That is super awesome. Holy crap rockets. That's better. Okay. Yeah. If you haven't had the chance to see Conspiracy of Noise, you have done yourself a disservice. Please go watch them play. They're fantastic. We are lucky enough to have them play with us in a collaboration for Poetry from Our Brain Parts. And Michael is just, so I think it's alchemy. We'll find out. Elegy's voice, it has a beautiful, like, what's that word?
It's a soul.
Yeah. Like rumble.
I don't know what it is. I like that. It is a little rumbly.
Yeah, it's just coming at you,
But even Michael's just noodling on his guitar is like
crazy.
Just insane. You're like, wait, what?
Yeah, we were in rehearsal the other day and we were talking about like this one thing, this poem. And he said, what do you want it to sound like? And I was like, I'm thinking more like Lauryn Hill, Alicia Keys. And he was like, kind of like this. And I was like, oh my God. What? Alchemy. Okay.
Yeah, but he makes words music, and that's pretty incredible that's the way he sees the world. I absolutely love that.
Right? And they're just kind human beings.
Yeah.
It's very, very nice to have kind human beings around you.
So I'm looking forward to that show, Feb 8, Feb 9. People can already grab their tickets, right?
Yes, please buy your tickets right now. They're affordable. They're $15, $10, and $5 for general admission, staff and students at the college, and vets and almost said vets and vegetarians. Vets and seniors.
Vegetarians, you're cheaper also.
That's right.
Because you're probably going to get up to go to the bathroom a lot.
Pretty much. Listen, can we talk about it? I got to do it. Okay. My fiance is on the other side like, no, don't do it.
Let it go. Don't do that. Let it go.
That's the problem. That is the problem. I have been letting it go left and right. Let's talk about it. Okay.
Your body's on a cleanse.
Since the vegetarianism, this body has just Once I eat it, buddy,
The Great Purge.
woo, that air don't wait, baby. That air come right out. Okay.
Michael, did you hear us talking all kinds of good things about you, and now you're here for the the conversation of release? I apologize.
My poor fiance just taking her inhaler.
It's probably the only way she gets with living with you at this point.
It's a lot. It's a lot because boy, oh boy, it is just. And you ever have like one of those farts just sneak up on you, like you wasn't ready for it, like you were just walking minding your business.
We don't talk about this.
We don't.
No, we don't. No, I'm not allowed to talk about this in my 22-year marriage. We don't talk about this.
Why?
Oh, dead serious. Because my husband just cannot.
Oh,
he
we talk about
cannot.
it all the time.
Oh yeah, it's like bathroom stuff. Absolutely not. He has a double lock on our bathroom. Double.
Oh my God.
There is a lock up top that says occupied, like so it doesn't even want you to knock on the door and bother him. Like, do not. If I'm in here, the world doesn't exist.
Okay, he is human, right? Yo, why? Thank you so.
He's in there for days. I don't even know what he does back there. There's a TV in there. There's a tub. There's a shower running. I'm like, are you okay? Yep.
Yep. Everything's good.
And that's leave me alone time. There's like an extra. We have a biothermal lock on our door to use our thumbprint to get in our bedroom before you can get to the double lock of the bathroom. This is how private this human being is about this.
Well then.
Right? He is still on the girls don't poop or make noise situation.
We would die.
Well, I just do it anyway. And he's just like, you are disgusting. I can't.
How dare you live?
I was like, this is all yours.
Oh,
You married this. He's like, what happened? I was like, I don't care anymore. I cannot.
Can't hold it. I can't hold it. Oh my God. My belly. I got
You gotta be you, everybody.
Gotta let it go. Okay. Let them farts out. Let them out. Okay. And you know what? It's Friday. Okay. Be crazy. Let it out in the elevator. Who gonna know? Who gonna know? They don't know.
Cindy, the poor man, he suffered so much. Listen, he'll live.
That's right.
He's not going anywhere.
Have you ever farted in the elevator?
I don't know. I don't think so. I try to avoid public places because it's awkward. Although you do, you toot and scoot when you're walking through things to like run away from it. Who is that?
Who was that? Oh
What's that?
God.
Disgusting.
Are you okay?
Right? It's usually at a grocery store.
I call them drive-bys.
Woo! Get out of here. It wasn't me.
I don't know what that was. Just gotta let it go. If your belly hurting, like why be in pain? Like
here we are on a Friday. We are talking about dysentery, basically.
Sometimes you gotta let it go.
I love your just complete honesty. She walks in today to the studio and she's like, here's my yogurt. I forgot a spoon, so I was just sipping it while I was driving. I was like, sometimes you gotta do it.
Yeah, it was so crazy. So I did forget a spoon and I was sipping the yogurt and love you.
And Chobani is not the kind of yogurt that you can really just sip along. I think you just sipped up the bacteria. I think that's all you did. Right? So you take your finger and you're like in there and you're just like eating like an animal.
Not
like
even,
we have all done it. You know you've done it.
You know you have. You make it work.
Right? Exactly.
Good animal.
Good morning. Bathrooms are sanctuaries for guys. Thank you very much, Larry.
Why?
I still do not understand what's going on in there, but that's a place where he shuts off the world and that is exclusively his. I don't want to be in there anyway, but I am notorious for going to the bathroom with the door open. I am like, whatever, doors open, and I get the, are you doing bad things? This is what I'm married to. I'm like, no, I'm just peeing. Seriously?
There's a lot of jokes there, and I'm gonna let them all go.
Grabs the knob and like backs out of the bathroom. Like I am just absolutely a zoo animal.
Like you doing bad things?
No. Just being a human. Sorry.
Just human and just letting it go.
We have so many things to talk about in this human life that is going on. And let's talk about a little bit of basketball, because I know that you have been very concerned about basketball and what's going on in the world.
Okay. I love basketball. And WNBA is back. Well, iffy, not really. Okay, let me tell you what's happening. So
since we're here talking about some poop, let's talk about this shit right here.
This is, I can say shit.
Go ahead.
Oh, let's listen to this fresh bullshit here, okay? So WNBA, Asia Wilson made $100,000 last year. She is the number one player in the WNBA. She has been the number one player since she got into the WNBA. She was the number one player in college, and she got $100,000. Do you know how much money LeBron James made last year?
I know. It's obnoxious.
That's insane. Just think it. Okay, I'm not even going to tell you the number.
So the other
Millions.
side of that argument is that they're not selling tickets, that they're not bringing in the same
Which they
amount
are.
of money.
That's not true anymore.
I agree. There has been Caitlin Clark kicked that door open. Angel Reese kicked that door open.
Like
These
it or
two
not.
women absolutely just showed up,
Killed it,
and brought some salary rises for
Yes.
everyone.
and played the game.
Yeah,
Okay.
yep.
Yes, women can play basketball. Cut it out. So they have this other thing called Unrivaled, which
Mhm.
is so cool. So it's this new it's not even WNBA. It's a new player league.
Yep.
It's hard to understand. I'm gonna do my best.
Okay.
So it's 3-on-3. There is a guard, a wing, and a forward.
So Ice Cube started this phenomenon with the 3-on-3.
Oh yeah, he's big on that.
Yeah.
And his 3-on-3 is unisex.
Okay. I
which is
like
pretty
that.
cool. I think that's pretty cool. Unrivaled. So there's 4 quarters, right? The first 3 quarters, there's 18 seconds on a time clock. If you watch basketball, that's insane. There's usually like 30 seconds for a time clock. So
Right.
That's how
So
much
you
time
get-
you have on a possession.
Hurry up and shoot.
Hurry up and shoot. And then the 4th round has no time limit.
This kind of okay. So we're gonna hurry up. Now we're tired. Now we're just take your time. Take your time. Slow it down. This game sounds like my ADHD.
The first 3 rounds.
Hurry up. No, we're good. Slow it down. Oh my God.
The first 3
This
rounds
sounds chaotic.
are like 10 minutes, and then the last round, there's no time limit. So whoever gets 11 points in the last round added to their score is who wins the game.
Do we need another game? Did we need another? Was there someone who was like, I'm bored. Let's make up this. We'll
No.
make him go real fast. Then we'll make him go real slow. Then the game will be over.
Maybe just a longer WNBA season would be better.
Yeah. Thank you.
I would like that.
Did we need
Yeah.
another one?
I had to write down the rules, my guy, and I think I got it wrong. So,
That's like me trying to learn a new card game. I've been obsessed with learning like mahjong. I don't know what it is.
I can't. I don't understand.
I right? It's just too many moving parts and pieces. I do not understand it. I would love to know it. If somebody ever wanted to take the time, it's going to be a very long learning series for me. But I do actually want to learn it.
I just try to put them together and make a picture. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's the artist in you. How does this go together? Is this a collage?
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Did I win? Lady, get out of here.
So how this is played?
Seriously, did we need another game? I think we're
I don't
making
think
things
so.
more difficult for us. And I saw this upsetting fact on ADHD
Oh no.
that said that men and women live less if you have it. So
Good.
live while we can if you're out there struggling with this, because men live an average of 9 years less and women live an average of 11 years less. Right? This is a new study. I'm hoping that new science comes out to refute this like everything else.
Not within the next 4 years. You can cut that out. So sorry.
You're not wrong though. There are billions of dollars being cut to that scientific
Good.
factor. So I mean, if we loved our dumb studies, they're trying to do away with them. And I love a good dumb study.
I do.
Don't
do.
take that away from me.
You know, dumb studies are cool.
Let the science do the science, please.
Science is cool.
Well, maybe the writing's on the wall. You've got Jay-Z selling off all of his songs.
What is up with that?
Why?
That I think he about to share a cell.
I
with
know
Diddy.
I know it's a thing, and I know artists are now doing this to get money, but it's usually as they're retiring or
Yes.
ending their life.
Homie a billionaire.
You know what I mean? Like Bruce Springsteen, you're like, okay, you need some money.
Yes, the boss need money.
I don't know. He sold off his songs.
What do they know that we don't?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, is there something that they don't know? Should we all get water? Like, do we need more mushrooms? Tell me what's happening.
I know, but I do love the fact that you were like, okay, so he's selling. Is that because he needs to be more liquid? I'm like, look at you, finance girl. I'm loving that.
I've been learning.
My finance human over there. Oh, it's liquid. Is this because
That's
we
right.
need some capital?
That's right. Because all his money is mixed into stuff, because I'm sure he has a diverse portfolio.
Well, I've been thrust into that space because we at Lemonadio edit probably, I want to say, 10 of the United States leading financial podcasts. Right? And all of my
time
free
out.
time.
What?
I know.
Did you guys know that?
This is the niche we found ourselves in.
What?
And it's one of those things where it's word of mouth. So you do a good job with one, then you get another one. So we do the Financial Association of Massachusetts, North Carolina, a few of the other groups that are in there. But so I edit these things. So I think I know about money. I do not. And I'm like, you are right, so and so. That sounds good.
Correct.
I'm like, yeah, have you tried diversifying your assets to people? I own nothing. I have nothing, but I cannot talk intelligently about them because I edit 7 to 10 podcasts a week about finances.
See, and that is how you teach.
Can I do it for myself? Absolutely not.
No. Numbers make me sad. Yeah.
Oh my God. Seriously. They do. It's one of those things where I get stressed out about it.
I can't stand it.
So I've been taking a class on it.
You took a class on it?
I'm currently taking a class on all this, like, not good. I'm not good. I've re-listened to the notes that come along with the class. So I'm in the class and I'm like slowly dying inside. And I record all of it to listen to it later. And like the guy even is great. He's got like little songs that go along with it.
That's nice.
I can't even remember the songs.
Oh, that's bad.
I'm like, what is it? But they're like nursery rhymes to remember how to read a P&L. And I'm like, I'm never going to get this. I'm hoping it's more like lyrics. You know, when I was a kid, I used to sit and listen to all hip hop songs. Biggie, you talk about any of them, and I would just sit there and listen to the lyrics, memorize the lyrics, memorize the cadence, memorize the flow.
Yeah.
I was obsessed with it. I was obsessed with music. I sat in my little room with my little boombox, learning from DJs that were on how to deliver whatever it was, whether it was Boston DJs, I get sick of them. And then I listen to Providence DJs, get sick of them, go back and forth. So this was my education. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have internet. We didn't have Netflix. So don't mock me before you learn my education of radio. I was obsessed with it. This is how at 11, I decided I was going to be a radio DJ. 11.
Come on.
And
I wanted to be on stage.
Listen to all of it. And this is how I learned delivery. This is how I learned timing. This is how I learned lyric songs. I can talk up the front of a song and know exactly where it's going to end just by the beats. Like it's one of those weird skills that can never be transferred to absolutely anything. But when I do any of these school talks with the kids, I'll give them a pile of lyrics and I'll say, okay, or I'll give them words that they need to say about this artist, this item, this promotional thing. And I said, you've got 11 seconds. Read all of those words. And in 11 seconds, tell me intelligently what it is you're talking about. And they're like, And then I said, count out the minutes for an hour. Look at the amount of songs. Do the math on how many songs are in there and how much time you actually have to talk in between them to fill out exactly an hour.
That's science.
It is. And it's something that you can't really teach to anybody. It's just something that you either inherit, you learn, or you just you immerse yourself in this. And this is how you do stuff. So it's just one of those weird skills. So that I have for, and I'm like, there's got to be numbers in here somewhere that translate there. Right. So I just keep listening to my classes and going to class. I've absorbed 0 things.
0.
None.
Nada.
But I feel like if I just keep doing it, something will stick.
I mean, I have hope for you. I think you can do this. You can do this.
I do. I'm like, one of these days, something's going to stick in there. And that's why it's going to be what it is.
I feel that way about math. Math, it makes me sad on the inside. Numbers are.
Yes. So that's why I'm taking it back. I'm taking away that stress and I'm putting myself in this class and I'm waiting for it to happen. It hasn't happened yet. I'll let you know when it does.
How long have you been in the class?
2 months.
Okay. All right.
Nothing. I'm like, what? But I had a moment where I had to look at a spreadsheet and I gave it to somebody else who is highly in finance. And they're like, oh no, that's a mess. And I'm like, I knew it. I knew something was wrong here.
Something seemed off. And also like, let me down easy. Oh my God.
Yeah. But it's an emerging skill. But I'm trying new things. I'm trying things that are hard.
And things that are hard that are important.
Yes.
This is so important.
Well,
Finance
because that's
important.
empowerment, right? Is learning how to do things for yourself and actually understanding it and not letting it just happen to you over and over, wondering why you don't get it and why it stresses you out. I was sick of it. So I said, that's it. I'm taking this into my own hands. Okay. I'm going to learn something here.
All right. How long did it take you to be sick of it? Because I'm sick of some stuff, but I ain't changed nothing yet. So I'm wondering, like, what's my threshold?
I think once you do the first hard thing, the rest start getting a little bit easier to tackle. Hard things seem less hard once you start tackling them. And I think it's been an evolution of my last 5 years of life of, oh my God, this is such a hard thing. What the hell am I going to do with myself? I only know how to be a radio DJ. I don't know how to do anything else. What am I going to do?
You're a very good radio DJ.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But then now I'm like, okay, well, that's not all I have. That's not all that is for me.
Yeah.
And so taking off one at a time, like doing these tasks, doing these things, and it gets easier. And now I'm doing more. And now I'm doing a hell of a lot. Now it's a circus.
Now it's a circus. You do so much stuff. Can you, like, do you know how many boards you're on?
I think 7 at the moment in time. And I mean, I think that there comes a point where they all kind of intersect.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They're all kind of intersecting at this one project that I have for food security, for being local, for mobilizing your community, and for bringing some connections together, right? So they all kind of are that web of the same one thing at heart. We need to work together as a community better.
Yes. Can you say that again?
We need to work together as a community better.
Please. We have everything we need to take care of each other.
Right. But everybody's on their own solo mission, which I totally appreciate. We get all these things, like we wanted this network and this network and this network and this network. And now we have 47 TV apps, right?
It's a lot.
When now all we need to do is go back to cable a little bit, which is weird.
Which is right.
But we needed to cut the cord to decide the things that we wanted. And now we need to bring it all back because we've all worked on ourselves. We worked on our projects. We worked on our things. And I think that that's what COVID did with us. We all separately had to work on ourselves, on our spaces, on our things. And I think here we are 5 years later. Okay, we did all of that. Let's bring it back together and see what have we learned here.
That's crazy that COVID was 5 years ago. It did. What?
Well, yeah, Michael said, I'm so bad at community. It's really hard. Lindsay, Sarah, thank you so much for joining us on the show this morning. And we're just talking about bringing back these things that we're all so uniquely good at our spaces, but we need to find the time. And even if it's 10 minutes, even if it's a conversation, even if it's showing up somewhere that we're a little bit uncomfortable with, we kind of just have to do that.
Yes.
And peel that Band-Aid off.
And show up for each other. And support each other. And, you know.
Well, you're doing that right now with this show. You're bringing in some different aspects of it. And you're here talking about community and talking about bringing this in.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that sounds cool.
But you are.
I am. And so there's this artist who's part of Poetry from My Brain Parts. Her name is Alana Khan. She's part of an artist group, and they're called the Khan Artists, which I think is really cool. I love it so much. They're out of Rhode Island. And Alana is bringing an art installation called The Dreamer's Constitution. And that just feels so right for this project because we are dreamers. You know, and you get to interact with the art piece, and you get to sign the Dreamer's Constitution. And we'll have like another art installation for Poetry from My Brain Parts that is our constitution that you can also sign. So there's a lot of community in this event. Thank you for bringing that back. Yeah. There is a lot of community in this event.
But there is, and that's Michael said, that's why I'm so happy to be a part of it. It's that collaboration. It's the part that's important where you bring your uniqueness to it. But also you put yourself into this creation of what it's going to be. I don't know. And it's not something that you could have ever thought of it yourself.
No.
You are sharing your brain parts with other people and they are taking it and making it something else.
I hope
that's cool.
That is cool.
That's art, you know? That's something that you're sharing with people that's uniquely you, but also doing it in a collaborative manner. And I think that that's the stuff that we really need to work on.
I agree. And it is really fun. It is fun. It's nice to have somebody else in the room to throw ideas off of.
Yeah, it is for really sure.
Nice. It's really nice. Like, this makes sense. And just someone be like, I don't think we should walk through glass. And I was like, you know what? We can walk through. We can fix that. Yeah. Yeah. It's just nice to have that person just talk things through. You know, maybe let's not fly across the stage, you know, because like maybe we don't have the capability to do that.
Although I kind of like a good, stage fly. And
listen, who doesn't? Who
I
doesn't
am
love
pink
the
inspired all day. You see her on that trapeze
Pink
artist, and you're like, girl, how are you doing this?
Have you been to a Pink concert?
I have not.
I want to go so
I
bad.
want to go.
I love Pink.
My friend RTB went recently in Boston. It was last year or the year before that. And I was just so supremely jealous
They didn't take us?
when he was sharing his videos. And I was like,
Call us.
but he's that person that gets like the $3,000 seats up front.
Do not call us.
I'm
Please
like,
do not call
I will
us.
be in the general admission because I
Chill in the back.
cannot bring myself to spend that kind of money on things. I am so cheap. I'm very frivolous. Is not me. My children, I have 5 children. Like
You have 5 children?
yes, I do.
Did not know that. That is a lot of human beings.
We only have 1 left in the house, but I mean, I'm definitely from a I have immigrant parents. I have this space. Like, I cannot spend money like that. It stresses me out. I think I have my first communion buddy still. Like, I cannot buy things like that. It stresses me out to have things that are out of my means or things that I do not come from a space of abundance when it comes to finances. I did E for All. And when I was in E for All, there was the finance class. I cried.
Like, this is how it goes?
I am not okay with that.
Why do you guys have so many zeros?
And I came and I married into a person that is like, spend it. Well, because he never had anything. So he's one of those people that's like,
Just
spend
spend
it, take it, whatever. But it's today. Live for today.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't.
You only live 5 times. Spend it.
So between the two of us, we're working on a better functioning of how to deal with that stuff. Right?
Balance.
I am so bad at balance.
Balance is hard.
I am one of those people that is 100% all the time. I don't know whether it's my military. I don't know what it is, but it's just like all more always. I was a collegiate athlete. I played volleyball. I played D1 volleyball. More, harder, stronger.
Time out. You played D1 volleyball?
I did.
Do you guys know how cutthroat D1 volleyball is?
Yeah, it was
it's
a lot.
Insane.
It was a lot. I tore my ACL, and that was ultimately what ended my.
The way y'all play is wild.
It was a lot. Yeah.
D1?
I know. I played
Never.
Junior Olympics growing up. It was just one of those spaces that I highly competitive.
I'd rather wrestle.
Balls.
I would rather wrestle someone than play D1 volleyball. Absolutely not. You're not hitting me like that. No.
Oh my gosh. And then ultimately, in my career, I did it. It was like, okay, now what?
That's insane.
Doing the thing. All right, go. I went into the military. I did that. And then I ended up in radio, but I did communications with all of that. So it was like this progression of spaces where it's all of the time, always hyper vigilant. And now I'm kind of like, you said today, and we were talking before we went on the air, it's okay to just sit down.
Yeah. I'm learning that. Lovey is teaching me that because I'm here.
Yeah.
Like let's go.
But building a show, it's got to be that same thing where you're like, and we can do this, and we can fly through the walls, and we can break this glass, and then someone's going, but we don't have to do that.
We don't have to do that. No, we don't. Yeah, things don't have to fly. I'm learning that. Also, don't bring fire to the stage.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Turns out they don't like that.
Yeah, no, I did see matches and one thing that you did fairly recently, and I was like, is that allowed? I feel like matches on a stage is a no.
Yo, Vonna was just like, what are you doing? Yo, I didn't know. I swear to gosh, I didn't know. Like, I am a theater kid, and we understand that theaters all over the world, since theaters have burned down a lot.
Yeah,
so
right?
We have like some theater burned down feelings inside. So I saw it like from the wings. I was on stage. I saw it from the wings at the lip sync contest, and I saw the fire. I was like, oh no, oh God, what are we gonna do? I'm just gonna sit here.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. I saw the whole thing happening, and I saw your brain, and then I saw other people, and I felt that whole moment, and I was like, okay, it's over. It's over.
So
it's
quick,
out.
but
hello, Jen Christian.
What's up, Jen Christian?
And Kim Marchand, hello and good morning to you. Our Boston Women's. You just spoke.
I did.
At this group. Can you talk about the group and what you were talking about?
Yeah, it was so cool. It was Cape Cod Women's Association, and it was really fun. I didn't know that they were an association or thing, so I learned a lot about them. And I did a little parts piece of the show. I did about 4 pieces of 3 or 4 poems and some in-betweens, and we talked about hip-hop. And with each show, like the in-betweens are very personal. I want to talk to the crowd and talk about my poetry and like what poetry means to you. And there's a lot of interactive, so it was really cool. The ladies were very, very nice. It was at Cape Space. that space it's really clean. Like it just
Kim
clean
does a great
space.
job. My office is also in Cape Space in
Yeah.
Mashpee, Cape Space in Hyannis.
Kim is amazing.
Yeah, they've got another like business roundtable. They really are doing a great job. Kim, you are doing an amazing job connecting women in the business field because sometimes it can feel really lonely.
Yes.
When we were talking about that, got to do it all, got to have
Yeah.
everything, and I think women suffer from that. We're moms, we're doing all of the things. We have to be this certain type of human, or people will
Yes.
think less than us. We have to do all of the things and get paid half the amount of money, and we got to do all of this. And if we don't, then if we take a sick day, then we're going to miss time, or if we take this, we're going to miss this. And I think that this is uniquely a women's situation in which we feel like we have to do
everything
all the time,
We can
all
have it
at
all.
once. Yeah.
You know who I blame? Oprah Winfrey.
Ah,
I blame
damn you,
Oprah Winfrey telling us we can have it all. No, we can't. Okay, sit down.
Happy Friday to you, Carrie. Hello, Erin. RTB matches on stage is nothing. Should have seen what I used to do. Was the last pyrotech in Boston when they changed the law.
Yo,
Sir.
I can't. What?
You, sir.
Yo, my stage manager was just like, put it up.
So you talk about me being on all these boards and all these things, but you give these great talks and you're out and about doing
And
all
I'm
of these
trying
great
to.
organizations. Some of them. So talk about some of the ones that you're involved with, because there are a lot.
I would love to. That's so nice.
Yeah.
The Couture, the Cordial Eye. The Cordial Eye has moved from 255 Main Street to don't tell me, babe. I got it. To 248. No. I got to 436, which I knew, and she did not put her fingers up.
Shout out to our in-studio audience. She's basically like a living cue card. We thank you.
She keeps us alive. She turns off the oven at night. It's great. So
Gotta have those people in
you
our lives.
really do. We moved to 436 Main Street in Hyannis. It's where the old Space and Air Museum used to be. It is a big, beautiful space. Come join us. There are classes all the time. You can check us out at thecordiali.org. I'm on the NAACP board. I'm also the LGBTQIA plus liaison for the NAACP. So if you have like some Black gay things,
I love that. Black gay stuff, call her.
Yeah. What's up?
She's your girl.
Yeah. And also, let's bring lesbian back. We can talk about that later.
I want to talk about that.
Yeah, we just don't say lesbian a lot. We say gay more than we say lesbian. Yeah. Like as a society, we have moved away from the word lesbian.
Can we talk about that language just a little bit?
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to.
Yeah, because I feel like sometimes as just a supporter, as just an advocate, as somebody that's on the sideline, I don't have any say, but I'm very supportive in anything that happens. And it's not unique to the Cape by any means, but I feel like people are afraid to use whatever the language is, and the language changes a lot.
Listen, we don't know either, okay?
Right?
Like,
and I think that's okay to say to people.
Yes, it's okay to be like, ask someone like, what are your gender?
Yeah, pronouns.
Thank you. What are your pronouns? Don't ask me about genders. What are your pronouns? It's a cool.
We don't ask that.
Don't ask that.
But it's okay to have that conversation.
A-okay.
And I think it's super important to say that, because I always get it wrong. I do my very best. But yeah, I have a degree in English, and pronouns are very difficult for me because it just changes the flow of the way I've learned. So I'm once again a human that needs to learn all of the time, and we are learning things all of the time. It's okay to be wrong, and it's okay to be corrected.
Yes,
I think people get upset about that.
I think so too. And how else would you learn?
But I think it comes from a place of embarrassment. People really deeply feel hurt when they've hurt someone else. I think it's truly, we don't go around trying to be jerks. It's not our nature.
Oh, I believe. I think if we take ourselves out of it and just think about the person in front of us, like how would we want to be approached? Like, what are your pronouns? Or if you say something that's wrong,
what do you say to people that just dismiss that? What do you say to people that are dismissive of it because they've decided that they are not going to do that? Because there are people out there, and I do come into contact with them often, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. For those people, I like to have those conversations individually, but we can talk in a larger sense. I would ask them, is there anyone that you care about who you would hate to see be treated horribly? Like, is there anyone that you care about whose name is Jane and everyone keeps calling them Jack?
Yeah.
Would that bother you?
Right. Yep. And that's kind of the way that I explained it
Yeah.
to two of the humans that I've come into contact with this. And then I've just said they
Patient.
prefer to be called that.
That's it. I'll call you whatever
I
you
prefer
want.
Stephanie. I don't like Steph.
I prefer Tamora. Don't call me Tam. That was a thing for a little while.
That is a Scottish cap, and that is not this woman's name.
No, I'm Tamora.
Oh, Erin, how are you doing in your recovery? Erin just had some back surgery.
Ooh,
She's been busy though. She's been knitting away. She's been making like bags. She's been making all kinds of other stuff.
How do you knit? I've been trying, and it's just
one of those skills that we're not built for,
right? And it's slow.
Some people quiet the brain that way. I
quiet the brain. What do you mean by that? What does that mean? What?
I'll let you know. I told my
down?
husband that I want to take a pottery class. I have this like vision of that movie Ghost where I'm just going to really enjoy this pottery. And I know it's going to be an absolute disaster, but I want to take it. But it's really expensive. I love the fact that you brought up the Cours de Lieu because it is art for all.
Exactly. It is affordable. It is for everyone. There are summer classes for children. There's after school classes for children with a time that makes sense. If you have young kids in the summer, right after school, there's like a week or 2 weeks with nothing. There's no summer school. I mean, there's no summer school. There's no after school programs.
And I can speak uniquely to that. Growing up, growing my children, growing my family, how freaking expensive it was to have all of my individual kids who had all of their individual interests.
Crazy.
That were all individually very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And I just worked. I was not even part of this family. I just worked. I picked up gigs. I just worked constantly to be able to afford ballet, tap dancing, art classes, this class, that class, this uniform, that uniform, this travel team, this stuff. Really cool. But it's what you do. It's the thing that you do. And we have a lot of single parents that don't have the ability to even try to do that.
Exactly. Who has the time or money for that?
Right. So I do love the fact that we are getting better here, especially on the Cape, of providing a lot of these services for a lot of people that just need it. My daughter wants to take art classes and I can't afford it. Well, we will find a way to do that. Please reach out to us. Just speak up.
Just ask. Just ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is the one positive thing that I can say about social media is that people are willing to ask. I know a lot of people give a lot of guff to the townie pages and a place, but people are more willing to just throw it out there and you can do it anonymously. Nice. Where do I find this?
And then people like the people who I think most people want to help.
Yeah.
I think most people want to help.
I agree.
And those people will hop in right away.
Yeah. I know there's always going to be a troll. There's always going to be people that are attacking you. I apologize.
Yeah. Don't pay attention to them.
Good morning from WKKL's 90.7 Midday Madness. How are you today? Thank you very much. Shout out to all of our students coming back to 4Cs.
Come on back.
I'll be back in the classroom with you on Tuesdays. Looking forward to it.
Wait, you're teaching radio at?
I always do some sort of connection with their classes and work on their morning shows with them. Yeah, it's
I'm
super
so
fun.
Jealous. When did you start doing that?
2 years ago.
I'm so jealous. I took radio at 4Cs like 7 years ago. It was a while ago. I would have loved to take a class with you.
It's super fun. I love to connect, and the students are of all ages. It's so incredible what cool. We're seeing happening with the classes being full as people are getting a chance to get an education for not $1 million.
Yes, that is my favorite part about 4Cs because who can afford this stuff? Like colleges, I just want to learn stuff, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to learn stuff. It shouldn't be this expensive to like better myself.
That accessibility. Yeah. Once again, here we are talking about it and just reaching out. And we were talking about being able to do so on social media. You said TikTok. You figured out the algorithm.
Oh, let me tell you.
She's back. Oh, here she goes.
I'm gonna tell you all about this. Ticket and TikTok. Okay, y'all gonna stop playing with us. Okay, we see you, TikTok people. So that we gonna go back. Okay, so a couple of days ago, here's what happened. Okay, so TikTok was off for a couple of days. It was off for a couple hours. Was I upset? Yes. Did I break anything? No. According to what I said just now. So TikTok was off because the government wants TikTok to sell itself, right? And TikTok was like, why would I sell myself? I make mad money. And the government was like, yes, you make mad money, but all the info that you got is on your servers. And like, we want to know what's on those servers. And then TikTok was like, I know, but they my servers. And US is like, I know, but like, we want to know what they're talking about. And TikTok was like, how much money you got? And US is like, we got mad money. So then they turned TikTok off, right?
I love this version much better.
And then the government and TikTok was talking together, right? And then TikTok was like, listen, I heard what you said last time about that money. Like, what's up? And the government was like, come on, man, I got you. All right, turn it off for a couple of hours, turn it back on, tell everybody it was me. We good. So that's what happened, right? Turned it up, turn it back on. And there's this message. It was like, Donald Trump, turn it back on. And I was like, he wasn't even president on Sunday, okay? He ain't turned nothing on, okay? I know what happened. He was in the back room talking to that dude about selling the TikTok. So anyway, TikTok turned back on, right? So if you come back, I was there as soon as it turned back on, okay? I was on a red note. I know, mind your business, okay? I know they listen to my stuff, but I don't do nothing illegal, all right? So I don't care what they're looking at. Anyway, so I was on red note, and then red note was like, yo, TikTok is back on. I was like, what? So I ran back to TikTok, and it came back on. I was like, oh, I got my fix back. So I was on, and I was scrolling, and I was like, this ain't my TikTok, but this algorithm is horrible. Oh my God, I'm not cooking that. It's meat. I told you what happened. We stop eating meat. And my TikTok has been giving me vegetarian stuff. And I was like, TikTok, you know me better than this. I thought we was close. And then somebody on my TikTok came up and was like, here's what you need to do, okay? If your TikTok and your algorithm is off, what you need to do is you need to go and you need to block Donald Trump, Meta, Instagram, and JD Vance.
Tamora is real, everyone.
I have blocked all those people. My TikTok is back.
Is it still meat?
Yeah.
No more meat for her. She's
no more
good.
Yeah. So that's a TikTok.
This is what we do on social media. We create our bubble. When that bubble gets burst, we have to get back. We're like little ants building our anthill. And then somebody stomps on it, and we're just going to build it back. We're going to build it back.
Can't stop me. Got an ant body. You can't stop me. Thighs is thick, baby.
Oh, my God. I love you so much. This is so wonderful. If all news could be ingested by you and then reproduced by you, I think that I would enjoy that a lot better in life.
I could do that.
Give me the cliff notes and do it dramatically. And I absolutely love it.
Yeah, we know what happened.
Right? I saw that Jeremy Renner is putting out his memoir.
Really?
If you don't remember that he almost died, he had an accident in 2023 with a snowblower. Could you think of a worse way to die?
Just stuck in snow.
All of it. He said that oxygen, basically, he still is like hyperbaric oxygen tanks that he still like it puts himself into. I'm just very curious as to what you lived through. If he can live through that, we can live through the next whatever it is going to be happening in the world.
I know, but like he mad strong.
Right?
Like, and like not all of us are.
Well, strength comes in different places.
Oh, that's true.
And we all have our strengths.
We might make it.
Yeah. He's physically strong.
He's strong man. Big strong man.
Listen, I put up with a lot of BS in my lifetime. This ain't going to take me down.
Can't stop us. Yeah. We're going to make it, right?
Once again, we're the ants and you got thick thighs. We've got this.
Can't stop us. I can carry a whole nother ant on my back. What? 4 ants. Can't stop me.
I love it. Kelly Clarkson has got her own record label. Finally, she is going to be taking matters into her own hands. And finding, that's it. You don't like it, build your own.
Finally. Like, yes. And I think Kelly Clarkson was the one who told, what's the other one who's really famous, who puts out a big concert, the biggest one ever? Taylor Swift.
Yep.
Yeah. She was the one who told Taylor Swift to put out her new album, like re-record it so that she can make her money back.
Super smart businesswoman. She really is. And that was it. Putting the power back into your own hands. You have to look at the cards that you're dealt and then figure out how to strategically play them. And Kelly Clarkson has been strategically playing them for a really long time. Look at the horrible marriage she was in to a horrible human being that did nothing but blood suck from her and take her money.
That's not how you do it.
Right? Even his parents are like, Kelly, how do we help you?
Like, can you help? Blink twice.
Right? human horribleness. Stop being mean to people. And Kelly
Nice.
Clarkson has just been a kind little light over there trying to make music.
She really does seem really kind.
I know.
And it's, yeah, I mean, like sometimes it's you know, it's media, so you never really know, but she just seems really kind.
Well, that's it. It is graft. It is money. And at the root of all of it, this is these artists that are trying to put out what their art is, right? You're just trying to do poetry for my brain parts.
That's it.
Put it out for people to enjoy. However, if people start paying you a little bit, then you get a lot more money. Then you get a lot more money.
Is that a thing?
And then they start taking your pieces of your life away, but you can only have that brain part and you can only use that brain part.
Oh, no, I'm out, buddy.
Right? It's one of those things where how much is enough?
Yeah.
And where does art start becoming just for profit?
Yes. Speaking of, what do you think about the hip hop artist who played at the inauguration?
Which one?
It was Nelly, Snoop Dogg. What's the other one?
I didn't watch any part of it. I have to be
I didn't
honest
watch
with you. I saw that Billy Ray Cyrus had a meltdown. His own son told him, "You're not healthy."
Yo.
Like, when your family is like, "You are crazy," you should probably do something about that.
What if you didn't do that, pups?
Yeah, I think a lot of people had a lot to say about the people that showed up for a paycheck.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Nelly has a lot of money. Snoop Dogg has mad money.
Yeah, it's like, how much is enough? I understand showing up for a paycheck. We all got to do stuff
Gotta do it.
sometimes.
But like, at what cost?
Right.
Like, what's the end?
Do you think that is ultimately going to hurt him? I don't think so. For some reason, Snoop's just got that Teflon skin,
Like,
and he walks away from things.
I mean, he did kill someone and walk away from it.
Right?
I mean, that's like he was.
This is real stuff. Yeah, you're very in tune with. You're obsessed with hip hop. You love Kendrick Lamar.
And Kendrick is not happy with Snoop Dogg. Okay, Kendrick thinks that Snoop Dogg is a sellout, and he thought that the first time when Snoop Dogg shared the Drake song. Okay, you were from LA. Cut it out.
Kendrick, by the way, adding SZA to the lineup for the Super Bowl. I think we're all pretty excited about it.
I can't wait. Oh my God. This Super Bowl is going to be so, I mean, I want to see who the other special guests are. Like, it's going to be so good. And he did, like, how often do we see like hip hop, like artists, really hip hop artists, like on stage kind of dancing? You know what I mean? Like hip hop is just like, everyone's too cool. Like you just stay here, like ones and twos. You know what I mean? Just ones and twos. But Kendrick is like out here just hitting, like, it was so cool, man. It's just,
I'm very much looking forward to seeing what happens at the Super Bowl. And I had no idea the hold on 11-year-old girls and boys that SZA has.
I mean,
every single time I DJ a PTO dance, SZA. I'm like, really? And it's like slow jams, and they love it. I had no idea. Back in my day, it was like the dancing, the moving, the hot songs.
Yeah.
No, these kids just want to jam and do the ones and the twos.
The ones and twos, because they're tired.
They're cool.
These kids is tired, man.
11-year-olds shouldn't be as tired as they are right now, but they absolutely are, and I don't get it.
Just standing in one place, like, what's wrong?
Hey, kids. Hey, Dawn. She's on the West Coast. And are things still on fire?
Are you okay? Are you safe? I hope so.
I know. My daughter called me on Tuesday, and she's like, it's getting a little close. She's in San Diego.
Oh, God.
And
San Diego?
yeah, she's like, it's getting a little close for us. I'm a little bit nervous. And I'm like,
crazy.
I don't love that. But then last night she was calling me about how can I help her refinance her car. So I think she's going to be fine.
All right. All right.
Still had 25-year-old daughter problems.
I still can't believe you have 5 children.
I know. It's a lot. Yeah, we're grandparents.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
How old?
I have 2 granddaughters.
No.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I am old. Michael Shipman said she turns me into an 11-year-old boy. Also, SZA.
I mean, yes.
She said, all right, fires are under control. That's good, because for whatever reason, the news kind of stopped abandoning. They just abandoned you.
They really did.
They're like, all right, we got other things going on right here.
Is the fire still burning? Yeah, but like,
yeah,
whatever.
Right. There's a flurry of activity at all other places. And the courts are a little busy right now. So now rain and mudslides. Oh, good. Oh my God.
Great. Just great.
Sending out much love to our West Coast friends. I even saw that huge weird windstorm that we had this week is now attacking Ireland, basically. Eowyn, what it's called. 118 mile an hour wind gusts were registered on the coast of Ireland. Sorry, our Irish friends.
like the earth just keeps coughing and we just keep sending it outside.
Mhm.
Like just leave the earth inside. Let's try to take care of it, please.
Don't get me started.
We only got one.
That's it.
This is the only one. Okay. All the rich people gonna go up to Mars. You ain't rich. Okay. We stuck here. We need to figure out how to keep this safe. Okay. The billionaires are going up to the Mars. They're gonna be fine, but we're gonna be stuck down here.
I'm just over here building my bubble. I don't care what's happening over there. Making my little anthill.
That's right. And
Doing
on
my
back.
thing one thing at a time. That's all I got. It's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. All right, poetry for my brain parts.
Yes. Poetry for my brain parts is February 8th and February 9th. February 8th at 7 p.m., February 9th at 2 p.m. at Cape Cod Community College. The tickets are 15, 10, and 5 for general staff and students at the college and vets and seniors. Excuse me. This show is a mix of poetry, comedy, music, storytelling. It's really fun. It's in collaboration with the Conspiracy of Noise. If you ever seen them, they are fantastic.
Woo woo.
You're gonna love them. Also in collaboration with Alana Khan, the artist, which is an artist out of Rhode Island, and there will be an art installation at both of these shows for the Dreamers Constitution, which you will get to sign if you come. It is a fun, interactive thing, and it is the beginning of something big. I want to make this into a bigger, beautiful show that has a big set, and I don't know how to do that. You got to start somewhere. So this is where I'm starting.
That's it. So wherever you start today, start somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I know. Get out there and do something today.
Yeah.
It's National Compliment Day. Go compliment somebody. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'll be over at Dino's if you're looking for some fun. It is Yacht Rock Karaoke. Put on your captain hat because we are in for it tonight. It is from 8 until 11. You can come and we are giving away a mystery prize to the winner of Yacht Rock Karaoke tonight.
Is it a kitten?
It's not a kitten.
I love kittens.
Can you imagine we're giving away live animals tonight over at Dino's? There are plenty of live animals inside of Dino's, but there will be no kittens.
Just checking.
I'll see you all later. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Is it a kitten?
I love kittens. They're so cute. Those nails, though.
Oh my God.
Kitten nails are just treacherous.
You crack me up. So good.